My commands at all time and protect yourself at all time. Give the best you can, shake hands.
Intriguing meeting for the European
heavyweights, which is really hot enough at the minute.
The white trunks, but the red of the Germans it's serious business. Has to take some, just settle down here. We've seen the back, didn't we, with Anthony Joshua and Carlos Takanius. You never quite know what they're going to give us.
Vision, always one punch away from. With Dereck Chisora, you don't always know what you can. He's meaning business. He's been saying all the right things all week. When you compare it to Chisora's career, he seems to have been there, seen it and done it all. Not quite had the tops in the current crop of heavyweights. And Kabayel really.
Clubbing right from Chisora, who's been training. And Charles, who's not in the corner tonight. CJ Hussein, Aksu, and a big, obviously, high hopes. With
Dereck Chisora putting him under pressure. He's on his back foot. Kabayel.
Dereck Chisora has all the experience and see.
We don't know how much he.
Because they have high hopes for the forwards. Heavyweights, this fight really, it's a crunch time in it. You know, for any fights with the likes of White or maybe
big lump unbeaten. He's obviously
from Kabayel. What's to like about him, Carl?
Yeah, it's a good move. I mean, he's big.
The speed and possibly that bit more ambitious. 33. He's always had a lot of business interests. And if the answer is he's ahead. But it's a big night for him.
Kabayel
16-13-3, Chisora 18-2.
As your opponent leans in, you're confident because it's a shot that leaves you open.
Englishman out of range with the jab and settling nicely there. Right corner around who's made a good start to this European title defence, Carl.
Success as well, so we've seen a good bit of work.
Union title, that was in Magdeburg a year and a half ago. And then in February, he beat the Belgian fighter Herve and won for the full European belt. Kabayel up, who comes back with a quick combination. So decent. Pretty hopeful of him. Just got to wake up Chisora, hasn't he?
Move away from Chisora's as he comes forward, rolling and slipping and diving. Not able to really maintain the pressure in terms of it doesn't look like anyone's
ever been the quickest. But he's tough and strong for something. He could be ferocious, and he was really good again. But he needs the sort of performance.
Also to show everybody else in the division that he's there with a couple of heavyweights. I mean, you see him trying to stay with him there, Del Boy. He's put down. Kabayel's well in this. I mean, it's very, very close.
He's with a big couple of hooks there. Well, they like what they in the third.
Yeah, it was a better round. He seemed to get out of the way of in the first two rounds.
All over again, but Agit Kabayel wants to hold on to his prop. HBO, Sky at ring, been with the Saulans.
Through a couple of rounds of not really having much success.
Bounces off his chin there. He sort of...
No, mentally, something's going through his mind. And he shows that at press conference. Sometimes he misbehaves.
Well, I remember all about that.
Get a good performance out of him, and I'm hoping that he turns up tonight. And these rounds
go light on his feet, Kabayel, really using the ring.
Frustrate Chisora a little bit. I don't think it'll be a bad thing because it'll make him
stop the speed, slow him down.
Forward, he's a big lump though. He's heavy, and he's forward like he does, and then work away when he's in range. But Kabayel showing good for a heavyweight.
All's fair in love and war, and this is better from Dereck Chisora.
Well, Chisora, nothing I don't think that's bothering him. Well, once you start getting hit in the face with punches, you know, your mind, whatever's happening in front of you, so it's just down.
Amateur bouts. Just a young man on the way up. Sort of comes...
A lot of range and movement for a big... And he's going to have success in this.
The old campaigner, Dereck Chisora.
Chisora missed quite wildly. And I'll be impressed with him.
On the opposite side of the ring as well, right in that heavy Joshua a week ago. There are many slightly below. There's, you know,
some good fights that could really open up.
What's Chisora got him? putting those tactics together.
Well, you're right, he does need to back up Kabayel, and as he does that, he needs to work, but...
Lovely combination.
We're over now, Adam. Monte Carlo this evening.
Yep, by royal appointment. Excited to have boxing here. But it's business for the fighters, they don't care where they're...
Getting close and get hold of his man, and, you know, make him pay. Doesn't do enough about it, really.
Trying to deliver. He's obviously, they've looked at Chisora, they've looked at what he does with Tyson Fury, and they just think at this stage him, I think it's really good.
It's good if you keep this up. This is...
No animation on the face of ringside. Out for Chisora, bringing as well. Is this the coming out party?
And really make him start to... Chisora needs to land a shot that's going to really make...
Slow down Kabayel, because at the moment, the German pattern. And his feet are...
Now Chisora almost not footsteps in with them looping right hand. He needs to... Really is a tricky customer. He's moving well, he's counter-punching Chisora as he punches a little bit, and Chisora, if he walks into too hard, and he'd stop doing it.
First champion against seems a long time ago that he are his best days.
I don't want to speak too soon, but unfortunately, like, you know, he maybe had his best in. But you never say never with the heavyweight. He fancied the job, I'm sure he can turn up and so he's got to land that one big punch.
You sort of write him off, and then he comes and gives you 12 and white after the most, well, out of the ring behaviour in the build-up. He got fined, overheated, wasn't it? And then in the ring...
It was, yeah, it was very overheated on the build-up, and, you know, it was a little bit unsavoury. A lot of people couldn't separate in the ring.
And then he has a nice life in North London, and he goes shooting with friends. He has Philip Green as one of his mates. I'm not sure he'll go tonight, but Dereck Chisora hangs out with... You wonder deep down how much he really wants it. Beautifully picked.
There's a nicely timed right for a heavyweight.
I think he moves really nicely for a heavyweight.
The Dylan White fight against Kabayel, but he seems to be relaxed and in a rhythm in this one against these raw, not just edging, he's nicking these rounds.
Here's Dereck
Round. But he's managing to just single right hand that Chisora's walking in to really try and get himself into this fight.
2005, always been a solid heavyweight. Lateral movement, the speed, the judgment of distance.
Just walking through it, thinking, you know, I'm not too my shots up, but he's just not busy enough, Chisora. Did it and thought, you know what, I've got too much experience, but you can't, especially not these young, ambitious heavyweight.
It always does, Dereck Chisora. Rock solid for most of his career.
Well, if he's going to have any pressure on him, when he gets there, he really needs to unload 4 or 5 X. He'll just keep plodding and keep losing round after.
And I know that he's not normally the one.
No, he's not, and that's the danger. You know, if you think, if you're his corner man, it's got to land something big. Is that big punch there?
Let's go. Not too many people.
Yeah, it's exciting.
As we move into in Monaco, Dereck Chisora trying to become a European, ups the tempo. Maybe he thought Salle would box a move to get to him in the latter stages. Looking at Darren Barker's alongside me, and it's pretty much everything. Bulgaria and Spain.
Or many rounds, if any, to Dereck Chisora. The performance, I mean, he's backing up Kabayel. His tactics are to make Kabayel get on his back foot and slow him down, but if Kabayel gamble and leave it too late, he needs to get to work now.
His jab, at least Chisora.
Yeah, Chisora landed a nice sharp jab there, but walking into a...
They know it'll be tough to stop Chisora, but they've just... And he looks relaxed, and a happy fighter's a good fighter, Carl.
You wonder what he's got, because he's not being asked too many questions. But we're learning enough about him to say that he's division, but we're not going to see how good he is unless he's put under some real to start doing that. He's backing him up nicely with a jab. But when
And it is a gear, a little bit like a sparring partner for the likes of Joshua.
yeah, it's human nature as well. If you have in the night, you're
talking to Carlos Takam, their recent work in Paris.
Get you a DVD.
Maybe I'm going to see a tough.
Kabayel is winning, I tell you, 2 or 3 weeks, and he'll be in this sort of mix. As we said, made Cardiff. Can Dereck Chisora, because otherwise, what's going to happen to this emphatically on points? What is next?
him look good against, and I think he's now come on and needs to work. He's trying to double that jab up, but so nicely behind that jab and that movement. I think the writing's on the wall for him.
In the big slugging right hand, remember he predicted a knock, but what he didn't predict was a lovely boxing performance for a champion here. Still to turn.
A bit more intent taking them jabs, but Dereck Chisora needs to step in and look at the side or the back of the head and follow.
Chisora looks set for a wide defeat. This man, Kabayel. Peter Fury tweeted earlier that Chisora's going to be in for a tough night. Bright guy, knows he's absolutely right. It's a bit of a nightmare this for Dereck. This is outside the high rollers in tonight with this big boxing. It's become an annual attraction here. It's good action for the punters. Kabayel is all about.
And I don't want to take anything away from Dereck Chisora, but Kabayel seems to be maybe boxing within himself. Maybe we'll be telling him he's having a success. And hopefully that big shot will get lined up and we'll see a bit of action, but it's
13 later on tonight. Deontay Wilder. No, looks okay to me, that.
Yeah, it was
Joseph Parker. Luis Ortiz has been shamed, obviously. You put this guy in there, wouldn't you now, Agit Kabayel?
Yeah, you'd like to see how they perform against him, because
there's a menace look.
To work from Chisora as he backs him up. This is what
you never know with the heavyweights. Last few minutes are just
to produce a knockout.
Or, yeah, the twists and turns are next year. How simple.
Well, the fans demand the fights, don't they? And I mean, against any of the big heavyweights following on from this performance.
Would you rather see 2, or would you rather see...
I really did enjoy that.
It was a great fight, wasn't it? Eddie Hearn on his feet clapping. I can only see Kabayel winning this.
Kabayel on his back foot as he did in that last one, punching well, and he's having his own share of success, so it's a lot closer for Chisora. He got a share of that one, but he's a mile behind.
Straight off his stool. Have others.
They can be given the round to not working enough to win the rounds. I mean, he's got no confidence to keep this.
And Dereck digging in finally, but
Dereck Chisora, this is why we don't like to write him off.
Right. And Kabayel said, "Come on, 5 seconds." Chisora digging deep, and now he's very well known to British viewers in style again, but he just didn't really get going.
Finishing strong, giving us what we wanted, and for almost a full 3 minutes, and in that last round. Where was that earlier on, Dereck?
By Carl Froch and Darren Barker are the only ones that matter.
Yeah, Dereck Chisora played his part, especially in that last round. We needed to see that give any kind of success, including, you know, scoring the rounds, and it's good to score the rounds because he was getting outboxed and picked off on his way in.
He was going for it in that final round as though I think would feel he'll be...
Never know in boxing. Chisora, it was very close. He's in this fight and he finished.
Agit Kabayel retains his title. Fascinating. Andy...
Dereck, did you have a word with a still European champ? Agit, I know it's not your first language, but I know you can speak English. You're still Europe. Didn't know about you before tonight. They know about it. Talk us through.
Thank you, Chisora. Dereck,